My name is Sophia from sophitlife. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to reduce stress other than working out. I help you to reduce your stress and anxiety through fitness, meditation, and nutrition. Hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell so that you can be notified every time that we release a video. So let's get into the topic today about how to reduce stress other than working out. Of course, working out is a very important activity to engage with on a daily or at least a weekly basis. However, working out can increase your cortisol levels. Your cortisol is basically a hormone that is your stress levels. It's very important for you to have balanced cortisol levels, meaning that you don't want to have them too high or too low. Because if they're too high, then of course you need to find ways to reduce it, and if it's too low, then you need to do certain activities that are going to increase your stress reduction levels, because we as humans need stress. Even though we live in this industrialized world, it's very important for us to have stress in our life. But of course, having the right amount of stress is the most important thing to have in our life, because if we have too low stress, then we're going to find ourselves less motivated to engage in certain activities, whether it be for our career or personal life. Having a good amount of stress is actually key to success, one of the keys. When I first heard about this, I said, why do we need stress? I never really understood that. So you probably are wondering the same thing. I didn't understand why stress is needed, but that's really the main reason why, is that we need to have a good amount of stress. And at first I never even thought or imagined, why would I want to have stress? With that being said, you may be stressing yourself out more if you're someone that is extremely active, because you may be overtraining or overworking your body. And it doesn't necessarily have to be through working out. Another way you can be stressing yourself out is by overworking yourself, by, let's say, cleaning your house too much, working too much, working late nights, and therefore your stress levels are way too high. Your body is automatically in fight or flight mode instead of being at a nice homeostasis level with the right amount of stress levels. So that's why working out can actually be a concern for your optimal health, which is why I'm going to suggest other methods that you can reduce your stress and anxiety and any other feelings that you may be having that are concerning for you. You of course want to make sure that you're having the right stress levels. Having a balanced stress level is one of those things that is very important throughout your life, but you also want to be able to have something that's going to be able to bring it down. And there's of course many other mental and physical benefits from working out. The main reason that you want to make sure that you're monitoring those levels and participating in other activities besides working out is because if you're working out too much and too quickly, then you're going to burn yourself out and you're actually going to end up in a plateau, or even worse, from where you started. It's the same way, for example, that you can think of it as when you start a new diet and you go from 0 to 100, you go on this crazy diet where it's super low carb, super low calorie. It's simply just not sustainable. You're going to end up plateauing, burning out, or just becoming bored, and you're not going to continue. Or you probably have experienced that in the past where you end up giving up or quitting on that diet because it's simply unsustainable. So that's the same thing with working out. Working out, you need to make sure that you're gradually increasing your exercise so that way your stress levels are balanced. And even if you continue going on with working out too much, it can actually negatively impair you. If you keep pushing yourself, you can end up injuring yourself or cause a lot of negative emotions and feelings, and therefore throw your hormones off. And I know you may be feeling really overwhelmed by saying this, but not to worry. It's just, my main point is that you need to make sure that you're gradually, slowly putting on more exercise week by week, and you don't have to track it so crazy or whatever. When I'm talking about working out, I really am talking about lifting weights and going into the gym. And of course, if you're someone that is already going to the gym consistently, or you're thinking about starting again or being more consistent, this is a really great way for you to reduce your stress and anxiety. I am not claiming that you have to do other things and not work out in order to reduce your stress, because working out and lifting weights and going to the gym is a great way to reduce your stress and anxiety. What I am saying is that there's other ways that you can reduce your stress. For example, instead of going to the gym every day or every week, you can switch up your routine by getting outdoors, getting some sunlight, maybe playing a sport, doing some active recovery. Personally for me, I do cardio in the gym, but I also like to go outside. I love to go walking in a nature trail or even ride my bike. That's one of the ways that I love to reduce my stress, and I feel that it really helps me change up my routine a little bit and lets me get some relaxing sunlight. And afterwards, I feel in a really good place and I feel really leveled out and relaxed. Another way that you can reduce your stress is journaling. I do talk about it in the other videos. We're gonna link them in the description below, and you can check out those videos at the end of this one. But basically, I really love to journal and do any sort of form of artistic expression. Whether it is that you like to draw, you like to paint, do some sort of artwork, you like to work on a project, play an instrument, listen to music, or journaling. Those are all really great ways that you can reduce your stress if you're really feeling overwhelmed in your life. It will allow you to do an activity besides using your screen, let's say, because I know that you may be using your phone a lot or watching TV or going on YouTube, for example, like you are right now, to kind of disconnect and find answers to your problems. But sometimes that information overload can actually make you feel more stressed out because we do live in an information age. So that's why it's really important that you disconnect from all this consumption of content. And I know that sounds pretty counterintuitive that I'm telling you this, but the reason that I'm telling you this is that I want to help you to reduce your stress. And of course, for me to grow my YouTube channel is one of my goals and aspirations that I'm working towards. Yes, it's important for you to learn and educate yourself online. There's a lot of resources and tools that we should take advantage of. However, disconnecting is also another really great way for you to have less stress and have a more clear mind. Then you should definitely find other creative ways that are off the screen that will allow you to express yourself in an artistic way. Another stress reduction activity that you can practice is meditation. Now you may be wondering, how do I practice meditation? Where do I even start? What is meditation? And do I need to clear my thoughts or my mind in order to meditate? You can meditate in your own way that you feel is going to allow you to reduce your stress. One of the ways that you can reduce your stress is by letting your thoughts process in your mind, as well as getting to the point where once you practice meditation more frequently, you're going to be able to have more control of your thoughts and turn your brain off, essentially, being able to have more of a clear mind. Meditation is a great practice that you can do in order to reduce your stress and anxiety. It's a great activity to stimulate your mind. The same way that you need to rest your body is the same way that you need to rest your mind. I am now going to demonstrate how to meditate, but firstly, I'm going to explain that meditation is a great stress reduction activity that you can practice, and the more that you practice it, the easier that it's going to become in order to control your mind. And now some people may think, oh, that's really not my way to be able to reduce my stress. Meditation isn't for me. And it's not necessarily practicing meditation for hours upon hours. You don't need to be someone that has that religion or heritage to practice meditation. It doesn't have to be a part of your religion necessarily, or for you to practice it for spiritual reasons as well. Meditation is something that you can practice, that any person that has a 9-to-5 or that is a student, if you're a student, you have a full-time job, you live a normal daily life, you would like some ways to figure out how you can reduce your stress. So meditation is a great tool for that, and you can be a beginner with that as well. You don't need to be someone that is practicing meditation for spiritual or religious reasons. I just want to make that clear because I started, and what I thought when I first started meditation, I wasn't sure if it was for me because I thought that maybe I had to be a spiritual or religious person in order to practice it. But really, it's for any average person, normal person that is not really into religion. If you don't really have a particular religion, then that's totally fine. You can still practice meditation. Meditation is for you because it's a great way to reduce your stress and anxiety. Take more control of that fight or flight instinct that we have in our brains and in our body, and you're able to calm down that fight or flight instinct. And essentially what fight or flight is, if you don't know already, is you're either going to fight the situation and you're going to stress yourself out in that manner, or you're going to flight and you're just going to run away and hide from the situation in a figurative manner. So that's why meditation is really great, because it's going to allow you to decrease that fight or flight mode and bring you into homeostasis, which essentially allows you to reduce your stress and think in a clearer and more relaxed space. And so now we're gonna go ahead and get into the meditation. I'm just gonna show you the simple steps that you can do, or any one of your family and friends that are struggling with reducing their stress can practice this as well. So if you found this video helpful so far, please feel free to share this video with a family, friend, or loved one that you feel will benefit from this practice. And now remember, just to keep in mind, you don't have to practice meditation, especially when you're starting. You can practice the different stress reduction practices that I have shared so far and that I'm going to continue to share. So now with that being said, let's get started into the stress reduction meditation. So now let's get into the meditation. So the first thing that you're going to do is come to a comfortable seated position. I also like to switch my stance here when I'm having my legs crossed, so that way I have the even flexibility on both sides. Now the next thing that I'd like to do is I like to just make sure that my body is fully relaxed, making sure that I'm not slouching or crunching my shoulders or having my neck stiff, looking down or up, making sure that I have a nice, even, neutral posture. In that way, I'm in the position to begin meditating. And then you're gonna just have your hands wherever you feel is comfortable for you. And then you're gonna take a nice deep breath in through your nose, so inhale, and hold it at the top, and exhale. Now feel free to watch, or you can definitely save this video for later and follow along. And I also recommend, if you do begin to watch this video and follow along, to continue this practice once the video ends, so that you can get more comfortable practicing this method on your own without essentially having to rely on apps or on YouTube videos to meditate. So that way you can truly reap all the benefits of meditating and really get yourself into the homeostasis and relaxed mindset. Practice this because you're putting in a conscious effort so that later on you'll subconsciously begin to behave in this manner during stressful situations. And it allows you to just recenter yourself by taking a deep breath in, and you're gonna breathe out. Breathe in through your nose, take a nice deep inhale. You can close your eyes or stare off into the distance. Hold it at the top for a few seconds and breathe out and exhale throughout your mouth. Now I already feel myself completely relaxing. And another great tip is to kind of count in your head for 3 to 4 seconds while you breathe in. So hold it at the top and breathe out. So now that breathing is something that we do subconsciously, but when we're actively doing these breathing activities, it enforces or reinforces the idea of taking control of our bodies and our minds to be able to just completely gain control and calm ourselves down. Because breathing is the essential way of us living life, so that's why it's very important for us to take a conscious effort to control our breath. Because in the past I found myself getting stuck into having panic attacks and things of that manner, or just feeling really anxious, starting to hyperventilate, and those are things that you feel like you start to lose control. So that's why it's really important to meditate in the way that I was showing you, because you'll be able to fully relax and you'll be able to really get into the mindset or the clear mind that you're really looking for. And then let's just do it one more time. Breathe in. Fill your belly with air and breathe out. Now you'll begin to notice that your body starts to relax. I just felt right here in my shoulder and my neck. I just completely relaxed right there. And this is a really great tool to practice throughout your day in order to gain control. So make sure that you understand that this is really just a tool to help you with any hyperventilation or panic attacks or any other stress and anxiety or depression that you're going through or feeling right now. But this is not something that I am personally prescribing or consulting with you about. This is just a tool to be able to help you to reduce any stress and anxiety that you are currently already having. So we're going to take one last deep breath. Breathe in through your nose. Hold it at the top. And breathe out through your mouth. And you can begin to practice these breathing exercises throughout your meditation here and there. It does not need to be the whole time. I know that you may think, just like I did, that religious or spiritual ways of practicing meditation has to be a certain way and very strict. However, there are different cultures and people that practice meditation in the way that they choose to express themselves. So really you're able to be free and have fun with it and just feel out what method really works for you, because everybody is different and it's not having to be a certain way. Just experimenting with it and find what really helps you to relax is the objective of this exercise. Thank you so much for watching this YouTube video about the stress reduction activities you should practice. My name is Sophia again, and I really appreciate you watching until the end. If you like this video or videos like this and you feel like it helps you, feel free to like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell so that you can be notified every time we release a video. Check down in the link in the description box below for our free video training on how to reduce your stress and anxiety in 3 steps. For more help on reducing your stress and anxiety, check out the video training that's free for 3 steps to reducing your stress and anxiety. And thanks so much again for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!